Happy solstice. Hey, it's Beatty. I think. It's taken me a while to get back on air here in front of you all. Merry Christmas. Happy Yuletide. Enjoy your Yule. Are we missing anything? We got solstice, Yuletide, Happy Christmas, as they say in England, Britain. Happy Christmas and Merry Christmas here. What are we missing? I was sure. Oh, New Year's. We're off to a good start. We got that much done. Today is the 21st of December, 2019. I'm still alive. It's a miracle. Not because of any political threats. We've no political dangers whatsoever. Our opposition are all little mice. Mice. Squeak. They squeak. But they aren't the mice that roar. They're just squeakers. Our people are waking up. I had to get the white collar on. A shirt big enough to fit under this old Guernsey sweater. So it looks a bit awkward. But heavens, I couldn't put a black shirt on. My God. Oh, my God. Anyway, how are you? Got your family gathered around yet? You're starting to gather in the presents? Those of you who still have families to talk to you. Our new families, of course, are those who speak our language politically, who see that we are being invaded. I don't know what else you could say, what other word we could use. The continents are all switching around, aren't they? Japanese seem happy where they are. The Japanese are staying in Japan. But the only ones. When you think about it, when I'm rolling my eyes, you know that I'm already trying to think of the right way to put it. But we're still optimistic, very optimistic. There are new people coming our way all the time, and ironically, a lot of them are lefties. I got my eyeballs up in the right spot, well into the video. Little dot at the top of the laptop here. But the lefties are starting to realize, I'm talking white lefties, this show is for the white race. Those of British stock particularly. That's why the show is brought to you by Friends of the British People's League. We don't have members. Oh, no members. Just friends. Fine-tuning the choir. Some people leave the choir for a while. We never know why. They come back, revigorated. That's great. We must keep tuning in the choir. I'd say one of the greatest things the choir has been doing across Canada at any rate this year, this past 2019, is the It's Okay to Be White posters. They seem to be the best piece of work for our people. It's okay to be white. Meeting, get-togethers in small private get-togethers is the only way to go. We've said that many times in past videos. It's the only way to go. You get no hassles in private get-togethers. Even the hate laws in Canada, you can say whatever you want in private conversation, as long as you're not conspiring. But you certainly give your free expression in private conversations. It's a legal, legitimate defense. You can't be bothered. So, and I'm hearing by the grapevine that the legal underground defense units are picking up across Canada at any rate. In Britain, they seem to be doing a lot more on YouTube and get-togethers. They seem to be working. They seem to find pubs, taverns over here. I guess in Canada we call them taverns, beer cans. But in Britain, the motherland, they seem to be doing pretty good at getting pub owners to allow them to have their get-togethers. Well, that's because things are so desperate over there. I mean, as we all know, the knifings in the streets and everything else. Is Brexit going to stop any of this? Who knows? Brexit's more an economics deal. I've had a couple of American friends ask me to try and explain Brexit to them. That's like trying to get me to try and explain Trump. The commotion around you white Americans, oh, we're all in the same boat, aren't we, one way or another? But basically, Brexit really boils down to states' rights and the rights for the United Kingdom subjects and citizens of Great Britain. So in the States, if all your states' rights were going to be swamped, taken over, then there would be a real outburst of white backlash. Well, that's what's happened in Britain. The United States of Europe is a globalist setup. Don't ever think for a minute that British Canadians or British peoples around the globe are anti-European. We're buddies, we're pals. No more brothers' wars. We're going to work together in this thing, and we're doing fine. Things are picking up. The backlash is really growing. I see it, I hear it, I smell it, I feel it. Smells like a duck, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, squawks like a duck, it's a duck. And the white backlash is succeeding in a legal, positive way. Sure, there are some people who go off the deep end. Well, we can't control what everybody does. You can't read minds. We can't shut up just because some people go off the deep end. Keep things legal, folks. But I had to get on today, the 21st of December, because time's getting on. I look over the calendar to make sure I got the right date. I haven't done a video since November 9th to do with Remembrance Day. And, well, I'm proud of the hits and visits. The highest yet, we're over the 270 mark. I don't know what was said in that video that was so special, but it seemed to have tuned in. Maybe the fight, those trying to smear the poppy. Who knows? But for whatever reason, they picked up a lot of views, and it makes this old boy very proud to know that people are still interested in what I have to say, at least to stir up the troops. Legal Underground Defense Units officer, that's all. I'm not going to go on too much longer. It's into the early evening, and the Parkinson's hits a person. If you know anyone who has Parkinson's, hits people in the evenings. But in the mornings, I'm just not in the focus of mind to do a video. So I did it. I came, I saw, I conquered. I got over the screen, and Sir John's looking over my shoulders, so I can't go wrong. No, the hands aren't going up for surrender. It's a little exercise. But I do hope that those of you who are on your own over Christmas, feeling lonely, think of the good times. Think of the good times. You get over it. It's just one day. Think of the good times. Don't dwell on the negative. Think of the positive. That's what I do. And, if I went to the city that most of the offspring live in, I'd be most welcome. They don't advertise my political views, of course not. But it's too far for me to travel with the Parkinson's. I have friends who would welcome me, so I don't have to be alone. But I am happy to be on my own. Oh, I got people who still keep an eye on me out driving by, cruising around. No problem there. But there's nothing wrong with being on your own. It's peaceful, quiet. You do what you want. And celebrate whatever it is you want to celebrate in your own way. Solstice, Yuletide, Merry Christmas, whatever your choice as a white person. We can feel the spiritualism in the air. It's pretty obvious. There's a strong spirit in the air during the period of winter solstice. You can feel it in the air. It's obvious it's there. The spirit is there to rekindle a soul. Well, I get my soul rekindled only half the size. Half a pint is better than none at all, I suppose. I'm trying to think now, is there any real key issue to bring up? In 2020, just go forward with legal leafleting. Get together privately as much as you can. Get together in private homes. That's the way to go. And make sure the people you're having in don't have screwballs around. Accent the positive. Be cheerful. Be happy. Be wonderful. Be white, bright, and beautiful. That's all I'm going to say. Till the next time. Till we get in the new year. And we'll see you in the new year. And again, thanks for clicking in. I want to assure you that I haven't slowed up in my editorials. on the British People's League page. The editorials are changed quite often. And those of you who are Facebook friends know that we put good material on Facebook to show what we must combat to legally combat, legally combat to preserve our race, to preserve our position in history, as we always will, always shall, forever will be. So have a good one, folks, and thanks for tuning in. Goodbye for now.